What's up? What's up, y'all? I'm gonna get right into this podcast for real, for real. No, nothing upside down. Thank you. What's up? What's up, y'all? This is a Real Talk podcast, and I'm your host, Shalonda. How are y'all doing this week thus far? Y'all, we have to do a mental health check. Seriously, because I'm telling y'all, I have been going through it, and I don't know if y'all been going through it. Um, but I literally have been going through it. This has been a lot, okay? Like, I have had so much going on, y'all. So much. If you know me, you know what's going on. But before we get into that, make sure you like, you share, you comment, tell a friend to tell a friend that Real Talk Podcast is on right now. Hey, Miss Lemon, baby. How are you doing? How are you? I'm trying to get my stuff up, but loaded. How are you doing, Miss Lemon? Y'all, we got some stuff today, but I just want to pay my respects and give my condolences to my family. Y'all, keep my family in prayer. We have taken a major loss, and if you know me, you know this would be my third younger cousin, male cousin, passing away from just senseless things, y'all. And I need prayer, y'all. My family needs prayer. I need prayer right now. When I tell y'all, I cannot sit here and say I'm okay. Like, I can't. Like, it's just it's painful, you know what I'm saying, to see these young black men go before their parents, before they're young, they still have young children to raise. Like, it's so painful, y'all. And lately I have not been okay, but I've been trying to show up in every aspect for my family. Still gotta be a mom, still gotta run a business, still gotta come on the podcast, y'all. When I tell y'all, it's just, I always can say I'm okay, but today I really can't say I'm okay. Lately, I've been like, I'm just not okay, and I just really am doing my best to stay in a good space. You know what I'm saying? And just pray for my family too. My cousin lost her son. My cousins lost their brother. My cousins lost their father. It's just so much. So much. But let's get into this show, y'all. Mecca said yes it is, cuz yes it is. Yes, it is. But we're gonna stay in prayer, y'all. We're gonna stay prayed up. And we life continues to go on. We have to continue to put our best foot forward still when we have tragedies like this. You know what I'm saying? Stackmore said this year has been a lot. Yes, it has. And I just pray for each and every family, and that we find peace in what we're going through. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Michael. I love you. I love you so much. I love my family, y'all. If anybody know me, I love my family, okay? And when my family is hurting, I am hurting. So, yeah, we're going to make the best of it, though. We're going to keep it moving. So, the word of this week is accountability, okay? This is the fact or condition of being accountable, meaning responsibility, an obligation or willingness to accept responsibility or to account for one's actions. This is important, y'all. that we are walking in accountability. I'm not preaching to nobody. I'm talking to me too. We need to walk in accountability, okay? There is 4 steps of accountability. You see it, you own it, you solve it, and you do it. Okay? 4 steps to accountability. I'm going to say it one more time. See it, see the problem, okay? Own it. Own your position in any situation. It doesn't matter what it is. Own it, then you solve it. The most important thing that people don't do is solve situations. We are not solving problems because we are not holding ourselves accountable. Do you understand? Now, do it. Meaning, just don't walk back in it. You know what I'm saying? Stay focused, move forward, and don't make the same mistakes. It doesn't matter in what situation. You know what I'm saying? Creating a culture of accountability brings forth healing and change. Okay, whether it's any type of relationship and or at work or any situation like that. You know what I'm saying? And be ready for change. When you hold yourself accountable and when you're responsible for your actions, get ready for change because it's going to be a newness. It's going to be a new you. You know, it's going to be a new way. You can no longer walk in those things anymore. You know what I'm saying? So the word of the week is accountability. We are holding ourselves accountable. We are not making excuses for why we can't and why we won't. Our past is in the past. Our past, if we don't have to necessarily kill it, you know what I'm saying? We can use our past and talk about our past to bring forth healing, to bring forth truth and to help somebody in their situations and stuff like that. We can talk about our past, but we cannot live in our past. Our responsibility is to hold ourselves accountable and do not hold on to the past, but walk into the future. Okay, Jackie said, I'm learning that now. Yes, it doesn't matter how old we are, how young we are, like it does not matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm 34 years old and I am still trying to figure out in every situation to hold myself accountable and continue to move forward and grow. I'm trying to hold myself accountable in my business. I'm trying to hold myself accountable as being a mom. I'm trying to hold myself accountable as running this podcast. I'm holding myself accountable of being a daughter. I'm holding myself accountable of being a sister. I'm holding myself accountable of being a wife. I am holding myself accountable. Okay, in everything. I am not holding on to my past. I just use my past to launch me forward. If you understand what I'm saying. So accountability, okay? This is Real Talk Podcast if you're just joining. And I'm your host, Shalonda, and I'm here every Wednesday, other days too, but make sure you like, you share, you comment, and subscribe. I am on YouTube, The Real Lala Jones. I am also live on Instagram, The Real Lala Jones. Yes, and I am also live on my Facebook page, Shalonda Jones. So you can watch me in any place, any one of those. And I got some episodes I need to upload to Spotify. So you're going to start hearing your girl on Spotify. You heard? So let's get into it. Y'all know I like the hot topics and the juicy stuff that's going on. I like to talk about the celebrities, you know what I'm saying? Because, hey, they put their business out there. So, you know what I'm saying? I just be keeping up with it a little bit. And why not talk about it? So, NBA YoungBoy's son's mother accused him of ordering his women to jump her. She says her son was in her arms. This is so unfortunate. She tweeted, "Watch who you have kids by. My son's dad and his, HOEs. Yes, HOEs with a S, because it was 2 of them And he gave them an order to get me. She said, "You know, bees who never came from nothing gonna do what it is that they are told to do." And they did it with her son in her hands. This is what she tweeted. And she did have scars on her face to show that she was actually in a fight. From what I understand, the gash over her eye is from her being hit with a gun. She said that NBA young boy allowed one of the girls to hit her in the face with a gun. So she did have a gash over her eye and blood everywhere. Oh my God. It's just so unfortunate. I think that that was important because a lot of people support this man. And his reasoning of doing what he did, um, you know, was not okay. I'm sorry, Stackmore. I didn't see your comment, but it say mind over matter can only. How will the action? I don't know why this is not sliding up, but for some reason it's not letting me slide up your comment, but I can see it. But I want to make sure I always acknowledge the comments. I can't see it for some reason. I don't know if it's frozen or what. But yeah, because a lot of people listen to NBA YoungBoy's music and support him and stuff like that. So yeah, the whole reason is basically because um I guess the mother of the child has to work and she doesn't have anyone to keep the baby while she's working. And I guess NBA YoungBoy is not helping financially. So she has asked, can the son come over and stay? And um, he pretty much says that the son had to go. I guess she dropped him off in August. That is a little wild to leave, but I mean, he's with his father. Like, what's the issue? I really don't see an issue with it. Um, and her having to work or whatever, and maybe he wasn't getting the child. But anyways, there's still no excuse. There's still no excuse to have the mother of your child jumped. There's no excuse for anybody to allow the mother or the father of their children to be jumped by anybody, and definitely not in front of the child. And this made me think, a lot of people, they go off and they say, "Oh, we need to stop being petty and stop keeping the child away from the father and or the other parent or whatever." But in this situation right here, if you are the other parent, you're the mother, right? And you're seeing how the father is allowing other people to treat you in front of your child, not caring about your child's mental health or well-being, um, that would make me never want to give you my child again, because you showed me that you will put our child, your child, in harm's way. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the times we say, "Oh, it's like a petty thing," but it's not. It's a protection thing. You know what I'm saying? Because if you would treat your child bad in my face, what would you do behind my back? You know what I'm saying? And this is your child. If you would put your child in danger and me, the mother, in danger in my face, what would you allow behind my? No, you can't get my child again. Like, period. I'm sorry. There's no pettiness. You know what I'm saying? The gang is not here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a lot going on, so unfortunately, I'm by myself. But I gotta keep going. You never know how it's gonna go if everybody get time again to spare. But once school got back in and people got certain jobs and stuff and other responsibilities, it just wasn't working for them. So you know That's why they're not here. But shout out to the gang. You know what I'm saying? The shirt made by Jillian Santiago. You know what I'm saying? One of the co-hosts. You feel me? But shout out to the gang. It's all love. We didn't split up on no, like foul. Like nobody got into an argument with none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. We all family. You know what I'm saying? We still friends. Period. But yeah, that NBA young boy, he just opened like that should be like a third eye open for everybody. Like, yo, this is the very reason why people do what they do when it comes down to their kids. Like, yo, I'd rather hold on to my child. You know what I'm saying? And I can relate to the situation because I've seen so many situations where it's like, dang, you just gonna put my child in danger in front of my face. Like, what are you doing behind my back? Like, no, I'm gonna keep my baby. Thanks. Um, she even tried to go through the wife and stuff like that, but he felt disrespected because she said, you can keep the baby for another week or 2 weeks or whatever. So, he has sent a laughing face with a strong arm, like, you done disrespected the wrong one. And I don't feel like she disrespected him. I like at the end of the day, yeah, hold tight to your son. You like she said, you ain't doing nothing, you home, I'm working. And so yeah, but sometimes people just got better things to do than to, you know, have their kids. I don't know. But I try not to get too deep into the situation, but having your child's mother jump is basically like crossing the whole line. So I don't want to be hearing y'all listening to no NBA young boy, cause yeah, he's canceled for me. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't listen to his music anyways, but I would see him on social media and try my best not to judge him at all. Like, for real, for real. Moving on, Saucy Santana, the May Academics cry. Yo, y'all know I listen. This situation is so funny to me because let me tell you, DJ Academics be doing a whole lot of talking. And yes, he's a blogger, he's a podcaster. He's do that's what he do for a living. But for some reason, he always at the women. You know what I'm saying? For some reason he always at the women. So he came for I guess that morning he came for Glorilla, and he already had been coming for Young Miami, and Miami got a village behind her, you know what I'm saying? So you said they gonna box. I think they should. I think they should. I think Academics and Saucy Santana should get in the ring. But this is my thing. I'm trying to figure out because Saucy Santana called him out on his stuff, and he's an entertainer. You know what I'm saying? And he's very vocal. He can say what he wants. You know what I'm saying? Just like Academics, like Saucy Santana, just like, yo, why you always coming at females? Like you coming at the wrong one, and you think stuff is funny because I guess he was laughing about Young Miami getting shot up or something. I don't know. He laughed about that, her car getting shot up while she was pregnant. And also, he was rating or critiquing the City Girls album or song or whatever. And yeah, I guess Saucy Santana was just over it, and he just called him out. But Whack 100 called a bisexual boy to fight Saucy Santana, and he did it on the podcast. Like, how crazy is that? Like, that's insane to me. But it's like, why do y'all feel like y'all have to go find a gay boy to fight or come against Saucy at all? Like, he's still a boy. He knows he's a boy, and at the end of the day, like, he's never claimed to be anything else. And I think that they're running this gay thing a little bit too far. You know what I'm saying? Because also, Charleston White says that all straight men need to join together and gang up on Saucy Santana right now, and call him and talk about him being gay bashing basically. And bullying is that. Like, that's not what Saucy Santana did. He just called out academics for the things that he was saying. He wasn't bullying anybody. So for Charleston White, which I thought he was cool before, but after saying that they need to gay bash Saucy Santana, and nah, I'm pretty much over it. Like, that's crazy. But Saucy Santana came back like gay bashing ain't nothing. Like, I've been getting gay bashed since I was in high school. Like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's like bringing up my past. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's nothing. He's out in the open. He's gay. What are you gonna talk about? There's so many. There's a whole gay community. Whatever. How are you gonna bash him for being gay? I just think that is insane. This situation happened like a week ago when Saucy had said something, but every day is something new on the blogs. It's something new to talk about. You know what I'm saying? It's something new. It's like Whack 100. Like, he sat on, I mean, yeah, Whack 100. He sat on that podcast and literally called somebody on the phone. Like, what, dude? Like, how do you do that? You know what I'm saying? It ain't no secret. It's straight up out there. Thank you, Caleb. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for the stars. Appreciate it. Shout out to Nelly and Ashanti, honey, because they looking happy, right? Is anybody else here for it? Cause I'm here for it. I am here for Nelly smiling like this every time you take a picture. Every time you see a picture of Nelly in the Shanti, he is ear to ear, baby, and I love it. I never thought I would literally see the day that they are literally a duet, like they're literally together. I did not think that I would see the day because before Ashanti was saying that she was in a relationship. Am I right or am I wrong? She was saying she was in a relationship, and then they had did the battle. I can't remember who exactly did it, but I remember Nelly was there and Ashanti was there. I believe she was there with Ja Rule. And I think, that was the first time Ashanti and Nelly had seen each other in a while. So at that time, I was seeing interviews where Ashanti was saying she was in a relationship, but she was keeping her man on the low low. You know what I'm saying? Then just one day out of nowhere, Ashanti with Nelly here, they got matching outfits, they holding hands, walking in this event, and then she at the awards with a pocketbook with his face on it. I was like, okay, sis. Like, homeboy, whoever he was, must have got dropped like a hot tamale, okay? Because at the end of the day, I could have swore homegirl was saying I could have sworn Ashanti was saying she was in a relationship. But hey, you know, her and Nelly is looking good. And Tasha K is a straight up hater, okay? She is on the hate train for Nelly and Ashanti, okay? She is mad because Ashanti don't have a ring and Ashanti bought a car for Nelly. Like, that is none of your business, sis. You is real mad about it. Like, why are you so heated? Y'all gotta go to Tasha K page and listen how she's talking about Ashanti. It's bad. And that's what the crazy thing to me is. Y'all always coming at the woman. But maybe that's just what she wants. You know what I'm saying? She's happy in what she wants. Like, Tasha K gotta be miserable in her marriage. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of Tasha K, so my homegirl, Latoya Young, went on Tasha K and she was talking about, her having a baby with Carl Thomas. And, you know, she confided in Tasha K and wanted to get the story out or whatever. But I believe she, just gave a little bit too much information because whenever you give too much information, they take the information and they run with it and they gonna call you all sorts of names and you know what I'm saying, they're gonna use your story against you. I know. I know. They will use your story against you. And that's what happened with Tasha K. She used her story against her instead of helping her. And when she posted the content, when she posted the picture, she said Carl Thomas had a homeless baby mom. And this is why Latoya Young got upset and came at Tasha K, because she confided in Tasha K, gave her the information, but at the time of her having her baby with Carl Thomas, she was not homeless. So, at the time of the interview, she was living here in Rochester, and she moved to Atlanta. And when she moved to Atlanta, she was homeless. She was trying to find somewhere to live. Um, and so that's why Tasha K said what she said, which was wrong. And if I was Latoya, I would be mad too. And I'm not saying this because I know Toya and she's a cool person. I'm just saying, if you put on there that Carl Thomas got a homeless girl pregnant, like I'm just like Carl just picked me up off the street and just mess with me. Like, no, I was solid when he met me, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? This is just my situation right now. As I'm years later, she gave the interview because her child is, I think like 3 or 4 years old. You know what I'm saying? So that was a while ago. But yeah, they did drag her. Bike Life Jones, you are right. They did drag her, and I felt so bad. But one thing about her, she continues to come out on top. She sings. She has her own things going on, and she lives in Atlanta now, and I'm really proud of her. Unfortunately, some of us, we have different journeys and paths, and people want to hold on to the past, but sometimes, you don't know who can relate to who. You know what I mean? I think a lot of women are saying, "Oh, this is what's wrong with women," but we don't know her situation and why she was doing the things that she was doing. You know what I'm saying? And we pretty much can't judge her for whatever decisions that she made. I mean, Carl has we need to stay on top of the topic of Carl Thomas not taking care of his child. You know what I'm saying? That's what we miss. We sitting here like everybody's like, oh, she this, she that, but Carl Thomas is not taking care of his child. Did we miss the point? I think we always do. You know what I'm saying? We be so quick to want to judge somebody. We ain't even judging the right person. There is a child out there that is not being taken care of by his father. And that is the whole point of why she came to Tasha K to speak on that. So that people will know what's going on. He out here booking shows, but saying he ain't got no money to take care of his family. Like, what? That's crazy. But we sit here and we look at the woman and say, well, she a hoe anyway. Oh, she like, no, no, no. He plays a major part in it. If y'all go to Tasha K page, y'all see what I'm talking about. But I'm sure y'all gonna have y'all opinions too, because you know what I'm saying. That's just how the world goes. Shout out to Keith Lee. Okay, shout out to Keith Lee out here doing his thing, blowing up. Listen, all I know is I realize with him, trials and tribulations are real. Do you understand me? When God is using you and God is building you up and he is doing a thing in you, the enemy gonna come in, okay? And lift up, the enemy is gonna come in like a flood, okay? And they gonna try to destroy your name. That is so real. Like, Keith Lee ain't bothering nobody. That man done built his platform. He did it legitly. And he don't bother nobody. And he does great things for the community, for people, for their restaurants. He gives extra. You know what I'm saying? And when he reviews, people show up. And it's so real. Like, people literally show up. If Keith Lee come to your restaurant one time, if he mention your restaurant one time, guess what? Overflow, overflow. That is nobody but God. So, we have like Ocho Cinco who might have seen one video and got upset because he's giving bad reviews on a certain restaurant. And yeah, it do take a lot to open up a restaurant, but a review is a review. You can go online and give a review. It's just the fact that Keith Lee got a big following. But you can go right online for that restaurant and give a review. So I don't see what is the problem. Ocho Cinco going off about it, and people take their time and it's hard work and a lot of money. Yeah. But people should also be able to take criticism. If their food is not good, then it's not good. Just like all of these restaurants in Rochester got these violations going on. Like, why we not talking about that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, let me tell y'all something. That list is overwhelming. I was gonna talk about it. I'm not. It is so many restaurants on there, and it's so many people that got too many violations. It's crazy. But nobody's really talking about that. You know what I'm saying? That is something that needs to be talked about. But I'm not getting into that because it is a whole lot. But shout out to Keith Lee. Keep doing your thing, okay? I love him because no matter what, he addresses with integrity. He continues to be who he is. And he like, let's continue to make this content. Let's continue to travel the world. And I honestly, I just think people hating because, you know what I'm saying? It's other ways out here to get money and you ain't the only one doing it. But Ocho Cinco was upset about the situation. But Cardi B was like, hey, I pumps with him for that because I think it's true. When you go to a lot of restaurants in Atlanta, like it's long lines, um, even for takeout or stuff like that. Like, some days they not serving takeout. Some days they not serving certain foods and stuff like that. And it'll take 2 hours to bring out the food, or there's a line all around the corner, and it is a lot. It is Wakanda, but I don't think that Keith Lee is doing anything wrong. So shout out to Cardi B for that. Thank you, Cardi B, for speaking up for Keith Lee, because he's giving back. He's doing great things. He really is. All right, y'all. I'm not staying here for a whole hour. I got one more thing. Lori Harvey, no more, please. I can't take it. As much as I love and I have supported Honey Boo Boo Child, I can't take it no more. Girl, like at this point, be single for a couple years. Cause I mean, you can't go this year, that year. I mean, year after year, a different person, and then us girls, we trying to be, because I believe in the move on situation. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be down because somebody ain't want to get it right. I believe that. But a year, I wouldn't even tell nobody I'm dating this person. I wouldn't even become public with it because you're a public figure. It's out there. And also, like, we want to make sure that, being a right influence for these young girls, because a lot of young girls really like Lori Harvey. She's beautiful. Bike Life Jones says she just public with her is no different. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people saying that, which is true. That's why I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she need to just keep it to herself. I'm not saying, I did say, she probably need to be single for a year. I did say that, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's like I would be private with the situation only because, like, what is she doing? Like, I'm not trying to say, oh, okay, because these relationships are not lasting, she's the problem or whatever. Maybe she just really don't want to be in a relationship. Maybe she just be lonely at the time or something. You know what I mean? Like, she's one of them people that just gotta be with somebody, and she's Lori Harvey. So at the end of the day, it's not that easy, not that hard to get somebody else. It's probably a line of people waiting to get with Lori Harvey. So with this breakup, it's probably somebody right now like, Lori, let's go. Real talk, y'all. This is Real Talk Podcast, and I'm your host, Shalonda. If you're just tuning in, make sure you like, you share, you comment, tell a friend, and tell a friend that I'm on. Bike Life Jones said, tell Steve Harvey I don't want a LOL future. I was trying. I just love her, and I love, how she is. But at the same time, you gotta, reel that in and be like, Shorty, yeah. Cause just a year with being with somebody and then moving on and being with somebody for another year and then moving on and being with somebody else for another year, and then it's like, you know that's kind of hard on family too. Like, baby, every time you turn around, like, don't get me wrong, a lot of people don't have their fair share, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, she's a public figure, and I'm just trying to figure out like how her parents feel about the situation, because this is another man. But they said that it didn't work because they both have major careers and it's not lining up, basically. So, shout out to Lori Harvey. I hope and pray that, you find what you're looking for. Because obviously, Homegirl don't have no problem dating. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wants to date, obviously, right? Or are you accepting to be talked to whoever tries to talk to you? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But Lori, girl, I'm trying. I be trying to have your back. I done made statuses like, y'all gonna hop up off of Lori. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave her alone. But at the same time, like, I can't keep protecting her. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't. But yeah, so if y'all have time and y'all need some good old shea butter, okay, go to lalasclosetllc.com and order your shea butter. This is the best of the best, okay? This will have you silky smooth and shining, glowing on them, okay? I also have my soaps. Just to show y'all, I am a real person. I really got the product, okay? I ain't trying to scam nobody. Oh my God, this so smells so good. Yes. This is avocado and lemon. It smells so good and it's so smooth. And I need to put one in a bar in my shower. This is Black Forest. It smells so good. I just have a couple here, and that I just wanted to show y'all that I have these raspberry mint. I feel like this raspberry mint can also be. This can be a unisex. Like, this can be for men and women. Like, it smells so good. And I got hair oil available. You know what I'm saying? Talk about it, y'all. I'm really not that deep in with the locks. And y'all, if you know me, you know I had a short haircut. That hair oil does the job. I got a lot of shrinkage, but baby, I got length. You hear me? All right, y'all. I hope and pray that y'all have a good rest of the week. You know what I'm saying? Keep me in prayer, y'all. Keep my family in prayer. Like, it is a lot going on. This has been a long week. This has been a journey. And, if you know me, like I said in the beginning of the show, this is my third little cousin that I have lost in the last couple years. And I don't even know how to feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? My heart. Like, it's times where I just break down and I'm just hurting. And it's not just me. Like, I have family members that are hurting. You know what I'm saying? These situations just are heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. A third little cousin. I'm only 34, y'all. I'm so tired in my mind, in my body. Like, I literally have to fight to get out of bed in the morning because I am like literally weak. It's like a pain in my stomach that no medicine. You know what I'm saying? Only God can heal this pain that I have. You know what I'm saying? Me and my cousin was talking earlier, and I'm like, I can't take a pill for this. I'm aching in my body, like just dealing with these losses. You know what I'm saying? Like just watching these young black men leave this earth. Like I am just so saddened by these situations, y'all. So I just pray that everybody, you know what I'm saying, protect yourself, take care of yourself, take care of yourself. If you need help with anything, yo, call on your family. You feel me? Call on your family, call on your friends and say, I need you. I just need you to pray with me. I just need you to stay with me. I just need you to hold my hand right now. I just need a shoulder. I just need something, y'all. Take care of yourself, protect yourself, and stick by your family no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, my family is not perfect. We go through things or whatever, but in times like this, it is time to stick together. Like, it really, really is. So, shout out to Tay Paid. That's what everybody call him. My cousin Tavon. He lost his life too early, and a lot of people know him. He's from Rochester. A lot of people know him in Geneva and other places and stuff like that. Like he's very well known. He was really popular. Cool guy, just loved to dance, laugh, and turn up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna I had to shout my cousin out, Tavon. Like it's tragedy to have lost him this early. Like it was unexpected. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't something that it just fell on us, you know? So keep us in prayer. Keep his mother and his fathers, his sisters, and all his cousins, his children, and his friends and loved ones because this was a big loss for a lot of people. A lot of people are hurting. So, yeah, I love y'all. Stay prayed up. Stay positive. If you gotta, like I had to clean my house before I came here because I'm like, for my mental, I had to straighten certain things up and make sure I'm okay. So when I get home, I can be in a clear mind and, just take care of yourself. Do the things that you know that is going to help your mental health. You know what I'm saying? Do the things. Something, when I'm hurting real bad, I'll watch a comedy because I love to laugh, and and sometimes just laugh. It's better to laugh than to cry sometimes. So yeah, like just do what makes you happy. Sometimes I need to get around my family. I got certain family members out, and when I'm going through it, I'm like, y'all, we gotta get together. We gotta do something because we going through it. I'm going through it, or in the same way. I love you too, Kenny. I love you too. But yeah, find those things. That's my big cousin right there, Kenny Sap. But find things that make you feel better. You know what I'm saying? But this is Real Talk Podcast, and I'm your host, Shalonda. I will see y'all next week at the same time, same day. But you never know. You might see me before that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, R.I.P. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Have a blessed night, y'all, and stay prayed up, stay positive, and love one another always. Peace.